can a Muslim woman marry a Hindu man willing to convert but may not fully practice Islam? First and foremost, it is haram for a Muslim woman to marry a non-Muslim man, regardless of religion. That's agreed upon. Second, one needs to be extra cautious when it comes to polytheists, because the Quran specifically says, and do not marry the polytheistic men until they believe, and do not marry the polytheistic women until they believe. However, if somebody says that they are willing to embrace Islam, they're just not fully ready to commit. Like, for example, they're not ready to leave khamr, for example, or they're not ready to leave zina, for example, or drugs, for example, or whatever the case may be. There's a hadith in the Musnad of Imam Ahmad where somebody came to the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ wanting to take bay'ah, meaning wanting to enter into the fold of Islam, but with the condition that he would only accept 2 salahs a day. He wouldn't want to accept 5. So here immediately one would think that, no, subhanallah, you would never accept this because you don't compromise on deen. Now the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ would certainly not compromise on deen, but according to that narration, he accepted this person's Islam with 2 salahs. I believe, and other scholars have expressed similar sentiments, that the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ understood that this person, while he's adamant and he only wants to perform 2 salahs now, inshallah, if we allow his Islam, if we accept his Islam, his heart will warm up to Islam and he will grow. Remember always that we would always prefer to have a sinful believer than a non-sinning non-believer, right? We'd rather be or have sinful believers than to have non-sinful non-believers, right? Because Iman, that's the foundation, that's the basis. So if a Muslim woman wants to marry a Hindu man, if she's determined this is what she wants, understanding the implications thereof, that he may not become the type of Muslim that she wants. He may not become the type of role model figure to his children or to your children that you'd want. He may not, fully accept Islam later on. But if he is willing to accept Islam and you're willing to accept those potentials, then it is permissible based on the fact that he is embracing Islam. Even if he's not solid at first, right? It's permissible. Is it a good idea? I don't believe it is a good idea. I believe that in any relationship, it is important for the husband to at least be strong enough to hold his own and to keep the basic fundamentals of faith in his family. But if a woman is, she feels like she's very strong within herself and in her faith, and she sees potential in this man who expresses his willingness to change, it's still a risk, but it's a risk that she takes on her own. Wallahu subhanahu wa ta'ala a'lam.
La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah.